Hi everybody,
Hello,
I'm Chris.
I'm Lyzz.
So we we did a thing again.
VR finds a way to enter our home in multiple ways and manners.
We're being overrun. There's more VR systems in our house than humans.
But I think we're going to sell one of them.
Maybe. All right. So, Lyzz, why did we get the Quest 2? Again.
Another one?
Yes.
So, I have a really rare eye condition that is really only ever diagnosed in people like in their 80s. I should enter the lottery, apparently. I was diagnosed with this eye condition 4 years ago. 5 years ago, something like that. And I had to go in for surgery, which left scar tissue on my eyes. And it deteriorated my eyesight. Like in my left eye, I'm very close to actually being legally blind. In my right eye, my vision is okay with corrective lenses. It equals them out so that I can see. Like I can drive, I can read, all of that fun stuff. I can crochet. We thought that I was in basically the equivalent of remission, and I went into the eye doctor, and I had started to have like some problems with my vision again. Like my vision was getting blurry, and I was having trouble with my reading and whatnot. In the last 6 months, I think I have been to 7 or 8 eye doctors. It's bad. So, like, and that's just because the condition is so rare that most eye doctors don't recognize it. So I went from, oh, well, you just need this type of lenses in your glasses, which I got. That was a nice, pretty penny. To, you have pink eye. There's this medicine with a pink lid. I was getting a kick out of the fact that my medicine for my pink eye had a pink lid. To, I can't use this medicine because I'm having an allergic reaction every time I put it in my eyes. To, oh yeah, your eye condition came back. Joy! And so my vision has actually been deteriorating a little bit because of the prescription that my doctor put me on for the condition that we're trying to stop me from having to have surgery for at least another 10 years. Crossing my fingers. So my vision has just deteriorated a little bit more because of my prescription to try to slow the condition in my eyes. And I was playing, well, I've been consistently complaining that the Quest 1 is blurry. Like, I just kind of was to the point that I was like, whatever, this is just my VR experience. I had the same problem with the PlayStation VR. And so I just figured that that was just going to be the normal experience. And Chris convinced me to try the Quest 2. And it's not blurry. Like, I can actually see. So, I like using the Quest to work out. I don't look like it right now, but I like using the Quest to work out. I enjoy the different fitness games that I can get on there. I don't know if game is the right word, but fitness apps.
I would say games because you interact with them.
Beat Saber,
Fit VR.
that new one, Fit/Box VR.
Fit XR, yep.
Audio
Creed.
Shield.
There's Creed. We actually have
like Sprint Vector. Like that's the only games I actually play on the VR. Are games like that. So I like using it to do that. I like actually having a variety other than just get on the treadmill and walk for an hour.
Because that's boring. They do actually have a VR experience. I wouldn't call it a game, but it ties in with your treadmill and actually moves the scenery as you walk.
That's cool, but I wouldn't do it.
I would totally do it.
That's too expensive of an item to fall on the treadmill.
That is too expensive of an item, yes. You're right there.
That being said, because I do actually use it for an extended amount of time pretty frequently, like 3 to 5 days a week, I thought, it'd be really nice to not finish my VR experience with a migraine because I'm having trouble seeing.
Yes, I can see that.
So
yeah.
Chris bought me a Quest 2.
We got another Quest 2.
Yeah.
And the Quest 2 has, I think it's around twice, if not more, the resolution of the Quest 1. So you don't get that screen door effect, which
I just found out. Oh my gosh, grab that off her so it doesn't come onto this blanket. I just found out yesterday what the screen door effect is referring to. So my vision is not good enough that I can see that in either of the Quest 1 or the PlayStation VR.
Wow. Okay.
So that's how blurry it is. Like, I was watching a YouTube video where they were talking about the screen door effect, and I was like, what the heck is that? Like, I've heard you talk about it. And then they showed a picture of it where they blew it up so that the pixels were, like, that big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now I understand what they're saying. And, like, he was like, do you see the black lines at the edge of things on Beat Saber? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking. I cannot see them. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's legitimately looking at the image as if you were looking through a screen door.
Yeah.
I'll try to post a picture if I can find a decent representation of it.
There was a YouTube video that we watched last night that had a really good one.
Okay.
But I don't remember what we watched.
I believe that one, I think it was Thrill Seeker, which he does a lot of good VR
So anyway,
videos.
My vision's not good enough that I can see that. So that's why when you were saying, well, don't you see this? I'm like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. I legit don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if you say it's there, I will believe you. Because my vision is that bad.
So, your eyes are very important. If you want to play games, you kind of need them. I mean, there are blind people who play games out there and everything, but it's just much easier to do if you can see everything. So, this whole condition could have been prevented by... Not prevented. Offset? Slowed. By eye drops.
More reliable use of eye drops.
Eye drops, yes. So there are two kinds. You know, there's probably an Ask an Ophthalmologist out there on YouTube somewhere. There's Ask a Mortician. There's Legal Eagle. There's Dr. Mike. So why not?
Ask an eye doctor.
Ask an eye doctor. So there's two types I know of drops. There's the saline ones and then there's the gel ones. I know one type it only lasts for a couple months because it dries out or something.
No, that has nothing to do with what it's formulated with. Okay. So when you think about eye drops, a lot of people think about the Ben Stein, that monotone guy that he had the beach ball.
Oh,
he put the eye drops on and then the beach ball would lose its red stripes. And those were the Visine commercials. So the problem Ben Stein. The problem with Visine and drops formulated similar to them is they actually have an ingredient that if you are prone to chronic dry eye or to my condition, I have Salzman's nodular degeneration is what I have. According to my eye doctor, that can actually exacerbate those two conditions.
Well, that's great.
So they're great for like if you have dry eyes because of allergies. They're great for that. Partly because they're cheap. Like Visine, I think, is like $5 for a bottle that is roughly this size. And I wish this was sponsored, but we're not a sponsored video.
Yet. So
I have two types of drops that I use reliably. These are, let me find it. I think these are just saline. Or no. Active ingredient. That's really little print. I can't read it. So anyway, these are preservative free. And this bottle actually needs to be thrown away. So with these, they're TheraTears. They last 45 days. And they are an Alcon product. They last 45 days and you have to throw them away. And that's because since they're preservative free, bacteria can grow in them.
Oh, that's okay. You're right. That is what it is.
So these
And
actually need to be thrown away. These are
If bacteria, if you actually get bacteria in your eye, that can cause a lot more problems than
pain.
Salzman's.
So TheraTears are amazing. The problem that I have with TheraTears is they work for like an hour, and with me, they work for like an hour, and they actually irritate the skin in my like down by the tear duct in my eye. And part of that might be because I've got something called punctal plugs in my eyes. Sorry if it's TMI, guys. It basically means that when I had my surgery the first time, the doctor put plugs in the bottoms of my tear ducts so that my tear ducts don't drain like most people's do. It reduces my chronic dry eye by a little bit. It also affects your sense of smell.
Okay, good to know.
So, like, when people are saying that, like, COVID, one of the signs is you can't smell or taste, it's like, I actually can't smell very good because of those. Like, it just is what it is. It's part of my life. The other brand of drops that I like are the Sustain, and these are gel. So, these, I think, are also Alcon. Most people put these in at bedtime, like when they're going to sleep. I put them in when I get to work in the mornings because the gel lasts for a few hours.
Okay.
And then I don't have to put it in for a while. So this bottle is $15, I think. $13 or $15. It's expensive. This bottle is $11. Or if you get the 2-pack. So I'm actually going to try out, this is basically TheraTears. This is the Sustain TheraTears, basically. This is $2 more than this. So I get this. I don't ever get just this. But yeah. So yeah, if you are having eye discomfort or anything, just spend the extra money. Get yourself some Sustain or some TheraTears because they're amazing. I get the TheraTears extra because they help a little bit more. But yeah.